September mid, I could able to get a lot of call, like morning, evening, from other like different company. I was like shocked. Oh, how am I getting those? Like, is it really true? Then I check those LinkedIn profile. Oh,
Hello everyone. Today we have Sagar, one of our very dear student with us, and I want to start by saying that Sagar, when Sagar came here, he was very low in confidence. For a long time, he was figuring out a lot of things. But today, when I just opened my laptop and started this call, like I see a very different Sagar altogether. Okay. So I want to understand Sagar, like how did this happen?
yeah. So as you told, I'm working at Infosys right now. So like I think around 2 to 3 months, I was literally struggling, applying the jobs, not getting any calls. And my resume is rejected by almost like every companies. So then I started like learning the strategies and tactics from Prashant and Vijay sir. So especially this Think Sage, team has helped me a lot in building my profile, optimizing my LinkedIn profile and creating my resume. So coming to that, earlier I was not knowing like how to create the resume. So my resume were, there are a lot of blank spaces. I may not use the correct action verbs, and they're like I could say it was not structured properly. So then after the workshop I came to know, oh, these are the things that I need to add, because like as things sage, practically they are helping us in the screen itself. Like these are the things that you have to correct, these are the things that they're guiding properly. Like these are the things that you need to add, right, by using the proper action words. Like, and also second thing I learned, like optimizing the complete thing. Like we have to write in the bullet points. I still remember that. So, and I also came to know the complete ATS compliances, like how like resumes are getting shortlisted in big organization. So even I get go to get into big four companies as well. Like I go to interview calls as well, like using all these techniques. So
So
second thing, yeah, I need to say that the interview preparation, right? So I still remember that I was very low confident. Like I if the first day I remember, like you asked me tell yourself, right? So I was literally shivering. So I practiced myself in front of mirror, like the techniques which you told me. There a lot of loopholes were there. Like so I could able to identify which are my weak sports. So I could able to improve on that, especially the projects, right? I was not knowing like what to answer, right? So you taught me like there are particular hooks, right? So if I tell something, so I could able to expect like what question I can expect from that, like what is the next question I can expect from the interviewer. So that I've learned it. Then so these are the things that I learned. Then yeah, structuring my thoughts using the star framework, right? So that is the most important thing that I learned from this entire workshop. Then you have actually given me the template of LinkedIn. So till now, like I have like near to 13,000 followers. Like I started connecting with everyone. Like I use that same format of templates which you send me when I was in job search. So like I think approximately I could able to get at least 60% of messages like that. Like more chances of getting interview calls. Even I directly texted a lot of HR recruiters and lot of even startup founders even using that techniques. I could able to build the connections. Like still, like if I open the LinkedIn, I'll get maybe one or two messages from different students as well. Like
wow, wow, that's impressive. So
yeah.
right now you are working in Infosys, right?
Yes, yes.
So how long have you been working here, Sagar?
So it's been 4 months now.
Four
I
months.
started in September 2022.
Okay. Okay.
So that 2 months was literally I struggled a lot. Like so I started preparing myself. Like what are the weakest point that I have? I started preparing on those things. Then started preparing mainly for tech. As I'm working as associate business analyst, like consultant AIML. So getting to that particular role is very difficult. Like into getting into AIML as a fresher, right? So
Right.
I, literally used all the techniques, especially to deliver in the STAR framework to structure my complete project, like end to end. So then I started improving, learning a lot from you, Think Sage team, especially from Vijay sir and Prashant sir.
So I want to quickly ask you, Sagar, when you started, you, okay, what were those challenges that you were facing for a long time? Because, there will be a lot of other students also who will be in similar boats. They might also be facing similar problem. So what were the challenges that you were facing while you decided to join us?
So challenge in the sense, like I was not even getting a single interview calls, right? So I still remember my old resume. It has like 3 pages and it has lot of blank spaces. It was I write in kind of like paragraphs, right? So maybe I think maybe that's why. And I used to write like everything, like right from my 10th standard to yeah, like till my MTech, I used to write my all projects there. Like then I maybe it's not completely structured, I could say. So yeah. So that's the thing, the first challenge that I face. Second thing, yeah, maybe my communication was very weak that time, like, so I started improving on those things as well.
Now, I can
Especially
totally see
to,
that, Sagar, when you were here, taking those classes,
yeah,
those interview classes, there was a lot of things that you were supposed to learn. And I used to worry that, how can you learn everything in this short time frame? But look at you right now, you are so much confident and the way you speak, it talks volume about you. So I'm
yes.
very, very happy to see this change.
Thanks so much, Prashant and Vijay sir.
So, next question, Sagar. This is Infosys your first company, Sagar?
Yeah, earlier I was working at Caterpillar as intern, and Infosys is my company.
Are you planning for a change? And if you plan to change your company, what is the minimum CTC that you are expecting now, or minimum hike that you are expecting?
I think above 50 to 60 percentage, because I know like what all techniques I need to implement here.
Mhm.
Maybe I can use those techniques, especially for jumping into next organization.
Right, right. So, how much time did it take prepare all these frameworks, implement in your own profile, and get results?
I think 2 months, 2 to 3 months I literally took, because I completed my MTech in June, like July, August, like September. Like this 3 months were very hard for me. Like I was not getting any calls. Like I could say like every company is rejecting. So after learning this technique, I started implementing, correcting, updating my resume, updating in Naukri, like everything I used to do in that way. So then, September mid, I could able to get a lot of call, like morning, evening, from other like different company. I was like shocked. Oh, how am I getting those? Like, is it really true? Then I, check those LinkedIn profile. Oh, how that companies call me. I think I sat for 6 to 7 interviews. Then I get into Infosys.
Wow, wow. So, from not getting any call, you started getting call at any time of the day in September, right?
Yeah, yeah.
In 2.5 months of time frame.
Correct. September was, really, I could say, game changer in my life. Like, yeah, I used to, get calls like even Sundays. I used to get calls from startup founders and all. Like, that was really awesome.
So, out of these 6 or 7 interviews that you gave, how many did you clear eventually, Sagar?
I could say I didn't clear in any of those.
Mhm.
So first was like maybe I can say the name, right? It's not a problem,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So first I got into Amazon. So I couldn't clear the behavioral round.
Mhm.
So then I started like no like improving, like maybe which are the weak spots I need to improve on. I think I have informed you as well. Like I got into like suddenly Amazon calls me. It was complete dream for me. Like so then second company was ABB. Third was like one startup from Bangalore. Then again one startup. Then yeah, Philips. Then Infosys.
So, what was that one mistake that you were continuously doing in these interviews? That
Yeah. So from interviews, I've learned so much. Like then I started, implementing those, like especially the star frameworks, especially to deliver an interview. Then the projects, right? I need to explain like end to end, especially in the AIML. Like I need to explain like everything like end to end. So then I started like if I tell something, okay, I can expect that question back. So I'll prepare those. So if I tell that, what he can expect, what interviewer can expect, right? So I started preparing that way. So it become the complete structured thing. Yeah.
so is it okay to say that initially when you started you were still not implementing all the frameworks, and once you started implementing more and more frameworks, you started getting results?
Yeah, correct. Because first company still, I remember I did lot of blunders like in that Amazon interview. Like now I could able to recollect and laugh into those mistakes. Like my projects was not that good, and like I was getting really stuck when answering those questions. So then I started making notes after each interview, like what all questions they asked. So I started preparing on those topics, especially in the technical things.
So if Amazon comes today and take your interview, would you be able to crack now?
Yeah, I got some confidence. Anyway, I'm learning daily all those like technical stuff here. So definitely, I think yeah, I'll really wait for that opportunity.
So Sagar, what was your favorite aspect of the entire ThinkSage community? What did you like the most about ThinkSage?
The interview preparation thing which you did, right? So especially the resume part was resume part is also fine, but interview preparation I could able to identify weak spots, like well, like especially the way of communicating. You taught me, like I still remember that I was very low confident in tell about yourself. So you started in that 5 days, 3 days you used to ask me tell about yourself, right? So then, yeah, every interviewer will ask that. So that's a thing that I learned from you, and the project implementation, right? So you told that always put the project which right? So earlier I was putting the project that which I did earlier or something. Then I started writing my publication in my MTech. So then that project was not. I was really low confident in putting those. I started preparing on those, then I put it. Then I could able to deliver it end to end when explain to interviewer.
So do you think the entire program that we taught you is going to help you even in your future endeavors?
Yeah, definitely. Because I still have that notes which I make, like still it is there in my mail. I just converted to PDF and kept. So definitely, like before the interviewer, I just brush up all the top like things that you tells, because the resume is already created. Now I need to update it, based on my current organization. So definitely it is useful.
So what I want you to do is, whenever you start working in a different company, whatever experience you are getting there, okay, keep like start writing those things in a document, okay?
Mhm.
Because those things will help you create your answers for next interview, and
Mhm.
those things will directly get added in your resume. So you don't need to start from scratch,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Till now, whatever you have done, it is already there in your resume and in your
Mhm.
preparation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, whatever you learn in this 1 or 2 years at Infosys, start writing it somewhere in a document. And once you decide, okay, boss, now I want to make a change, just start, reading those things. These will be your new answers,
Mhm.
right? What did
Yeah.
you do in your current company, Infosys? You can directly say those answers, and the same thing you will just add in your resume, and you are ready to give any interview anywhere in the entire world,
Correct. I'll
right?
definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are top three learnings that you think is going to help anyone who is watching you right now, and they are also in similar goal. So what are your top three learnings that you want to give to those students?
I could say first thing, improving the communication. So that is, very, very necessary, right, to get into any organization. And second thing is structuring your thoughts. Maybe, if I can say like a lot of things that are not even connected to that topic, right? So once we have that star framework, like we could able to connect those dots and we could able to finish those. So that's the thing. And third thing is nothing but, yeah, optimizing your LinkedIn profile. So that is most important nowadays. Like even I got like a lot of calls, even like messages, sorry, not calls, messages from LinkedIn before. So I was, really impressed by those. So these are the things that I found like really helpful for other students.
So any feedback for us, Sagar, things say that, things where we can improve, or things that you really liked about things say that we should still continue?
Is it audible, right?
Yeah, it's audible
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, so I could say I didn't find any those, but it was quite more practical and more supportive, right? Especially the complete Think Sage team. So I didn't find any, uh, uh, you know, uh, negative or something, but everything is positive over here. Like that from the day one to day five, like it's, we could able to get a lot of confidence. So I so it's really good, like you guys are doing very good. Even I used to connect you guys Instagram, right? So definitely, I'm getting even more learning from there.
Super. And I expect a lot of good things from you. You need to do very well in your career. That is my success. That is success of things say. Okay, you guys doing wonderfully in your career. That will make us happy.
Yeah.
Yes. So keep learning, keep growing, Sagar.
Sure, sir, sure, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the very best, Sagar. Keep
Yeah,
it.
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, bye.